Hello, Assalamu Alaikum, and welcome back to Islamic Preacher and Apologist, the ultimate channel which informs and at times answers the most complicated questions. Now let's get to the video. Yes. Are you a regular or occasional viewer of those debates that happen in Speaker's Corner? If the answer to this question is yes, then I would like to present to you the bitter truth about Speaker's Corner's debates. Well, the truth is that the debates are going to be biased. For example, if it's going to be a Christian channel such as Socko Films or DCCI Ministries, then they're going to upload those debates where they defeated the Muslims. Have you seen this? The first time, must watch. First time Came met Hashim. Hashim versus Came, old as gold, Speaker's Corner. And I also saw Brother Hijab struggling when it comes to responding to question relating to the hadith. It's true that hadith related questions do make the Muslims stumble. Likewise, when it comes to Trinity, it's a difficult time for the Christians. If you are unbiased and you are searcher of the truth, I advise you to watch one video of SC Dawah channel and the other channel of Socko Films. Did you notice if these two religions, two big religions, Christianity and Islam, they sit down, be honest with an honest heart, accept what doesn't make sense, agree on it, they would certainly become one. The bitter reality is that this may be difficult or virtually impossible. I also got this in my comments section, that there is no comparison between Socko Films, DCCI Ministries and your Dawah channels. You're not able to defeat us. I say to you listeners, irrespective of religion, watch both the debates and have a fair view. And kindly take turns. Watch one video of Bob the Builder in Socko Films and then Bob the Builder in SC Dawah channel. And so on and so forth. But let me tell you something very important. What exactly is a narrator? I know you must have read it in your dictionary, but I would explain in detail. Explain in detail, especially in regards to hadith. For example, this glass is half full and half empty. A narrator can say it's half empty. The other narrator can say it's half full. Hadith is mostly reliant on two things: perspective and perception. In one given situation, there are various different narrations. Prophets in the olden times were like celebrities. Like today people look up to celebrities, people back then in those times used to look up to prophets. A hadith falls more in the category of magazines, not even biographies. Likewise, there are various different editions, various different volumes, so on and so forth. Only in a magazine you'll find something authentic, something average, and something weak. A Christian missionary can, whenever, pick up a weak reference and throw it to the Muslim's face. Likewise, the Muslims pick Trinity up and say, handle this. Watch this interview and see for how many years he's been working with Muslims.
Now the love is there, and I absolutely love Muslims now because God has basically got me into that type of work. And I've been working with Muslims now for 29 years, since 1981. And it's those last 29 years that I've learned about Islam, that I've learned to understand how, not only to understand them from within, from their own traditions, from their basically the model of their prophet, but learning how to then to introduce the gospel to these Muslims. But I had to go back to 1981. That's where it all started.
Is what I say when I see his number of subscribers. The video that you just saw was published on 19th November 2011. In the beginning of the video, I was talking about biased opinions, but now I'm talking about facts. Over a period of 3 years, Hatun Tash has worked with Jay Smith. She has a privilege and has been privileged to work with a well-known being. A well-known being and a well-known place called Speaker's Corner. Still only 17,000 subscribers and 944 videos. I wonder how many more she'll get, even if it reaches 1,000 videos. Mom with Hijab was probably a toddler since Jay Smith has been standing in Speaker's Corner. But look at him today, or recently, that he actually debated with Jay Smith and competed with him, and has nearly 300,000 subscribers. Looks like Jay Smith's subscribers are according to the number of years he stood.
Please tell us a little bit about your ministry, what you actually do.
Okay, we live in London.
Although Ali Dawah is not a monstrous debater, he hasn't yet debated with anyone such as Jay Smith or David Wood, but he did manage to become the most followed individual of Speaker's Corner. The most intellectual individuals who have been watching these debates understand that the narrators have narrated according to their perspective, according to their perception. There were those narrators who wanted popularity, didn't spend much time with the Prophet, but narrated more. Then there were those narrators that whenever our Prophet used to do something, they would jump into conjecture, jump into various different conclusions. For example, our Prophet's marriage to Zainab. People said many different things about it. If you see this particular video of mine, you would notice how many different narrations there are there, and you'd notice and realize that none of them are consistent. The purpose behind the video was to make listeners realize that how people used to jump into conclusions from our Prophet's decisions. The most intellectuals realized that the narrators did their bit, but the reality is that the Quran speaks the truth and Trinity doesn't make sense. And if anybody's going to message me and say, look at the gaps in your Quran, your biggest scholars say this and your biggest scholars say that, then I would suggest you watch who wrote the Gospel of Matthew, who wrote the Gospel of Luke, are the Qiraat mistakes, and who crossed the limit of DCCI Ministries, with less than 200 videos. Now, if you're going to say the name of David Wood and walk out of the circle of Speaker's Corner, then I can too give an example of Dr. Zakir Naik, 2 million subscribers and 2,000 videos. So something like 1,000 videos was, let's say, 1 million subscribers, and that's the ratio. I don't think you've seen this video. Muslim ends Jay Smith's career. Was Petra the original Qibla? Speaker's Corner debate. Anyhow, you'll find this in the comment section below. So if you want the right answer, non-biased answer, look at both their works equally, side by side, and then come to a conclusion. Look at their works and look at their success. It is only then you will come to the perfect conclusion, otherwise not. And this certainly was the bitter truth of Speaker's Corner. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe. Take care and goodbye.